Hi, my name is Blake Helm, and I think I have a pretty good story for you. First off, I'm in the United States Air Force as a firefighter. I'm stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base right outside Kansas City. We are home of the B-2 stealths and a whole lot of nuclear weapons. A little bit about my background. I'm originally from Springfield, Illinois. I'm 27 years old. I went to Springfield High School where I was quarterback, shortstop. I come from an extremely athletic family. My father was a quarterback at the University of Richmond and then later golfed and played basketball at Western Illinois. My sister was a D1 swimmer at SIU Carbondale. My mother runs marathons, and I played D1 baseball down at Murray State, Kentucky. A little bit about my baseball background. I started off at Lincoln Land Community College in my hometown, and then later transferred to Murray State University down in Murray, Kentucky. My freshman year at Lincoln Land is when I first started running into injuries and having problems. Uh, right as the season was starting, I was having incredible pain in my hip. It turned out I had a tumor in the top of my femur, which had caused a stress fracture, and they had to go in and do a major surgery where they hollowed out my bone and put cadaver bone in. I was laid up on the couch all summer. Uh, it was pretty terrible, but it really made me realize how much I loved baseball and how I needed to change if I really wanted things to work out for me. So I made a pact with myself that I was going to be the hardest worker on every team I ever played on. I was going to be the first to practice, last to leave. I was going to play with enthusiasm and passion, and it really turned things around for me. So I came back with a whole new vigor for my redshirt freshman year, and I was in great shape, ready to go for the season. And then right as the season started, a tendon popped in my hand, on my right hand. I had to go in and have that reattached surgery. And I rehabbed really hard and made it back by the end of the year and played well enough to get offered a spot on the Springfield Rifles, which at the time was in the CICL, which was one of the top Woodbat college summer teams. Did well for them. And then I came back from my redshirt sophomore year really ready to go. I thought this was going to be my year. And then started off the year incredibly hot. Had some people looking at me. And then the same thing happened. The tendon popped off again. They had to redo the surgery. And I was laid up until luckily I had already signed my scholarship to Murray State through Coach Rob McDonald, so I was thankful for that. I didn't have to worry about that, but still it just seemed like something happened every year. So hopefully, or me and Coach McDonald were hoping that all my injuries were behind me and this would just be fluke injuries and that I would be able to realize my potential when I got down to Murray. And then I went down there, worked hard, played fall ball, was healthy. And then right before the season started during BP, I felt a pop in my left hand. Turned out I broke the hook of the hamate bone, had to have surgery, done for the year. Went and played for the Asheville Redbirds in the SCBL, College Woodbat League, did well. Came back for my senior year, but by this time my body was kind of a mess. And my hands would swell up, my bat speed had slowed. I still had my speed, but everything hurt. It was a challenge just to get to practice and play every day. It started being not as fun. And then right as my senior season started, I was actually playing pretty well, and I dove for a ball and separated my left shoulder. I tried to play through it, and then I had to sit out. It was incredibly painful, and it just added to the laundry list of things that was falling apart on my body. So things didn't work out how I had hoped. I played average. I had some contacts with some scouts that had looked at me earlier. They told me to go try the independent route, so I tried out for some independent teams, but it didn't work out. Like I said, my body was a mess. My bat had slowed considerably, and I just had lost confidence. And I was getting very bitter towards baseball through all the work I had put in, and I just didn't feel like the results were what I wanted it to be. It was extremely tough knowing the potential I had and not being able to play it. Your mind doesn't, your body doesn't do what your mind tells it to do, I guess. And I also always had all these guys that I played with that were in pro ball in the minors telling me, that I was better than all these outfielders that they were playing with, and how come I hadn't been signed. And it was a huge compliment, but at the time it was very hard to hear because I knew that I wasn't going to realize the potential that I had. So I pretty much wiped my hands with baseball. I was bitter at that point, and I wanted nothing to do with it. I couldn't talk about it. I wouldn't watch it. I gave away a lot of my equipment to people. I just wanted nothing to do with it, and I was like, it's time to write a new chapter and move on. So I did something different and patriotic, and I joined the U.S. Air Force as a firefighter in 2009. I'm scheduled to get out in January 2013, possibly earlier, and I really didn't pick up a bat until late last summer, early fall, and it started with just playing wiffle ball. We were just playing wiffle ball with some friends, and that turned into hitting off the tee, feeling good. That turned into BP, and I could not believe how the ball was jumping off my bat and how good I felt. All the pain was gone, and my love for baseball kind of come back. I didn't even realize there was something missing until it came back, and I realized how much I love the game and I love being around it. And I couldn't believe how well I was playing. I was throwing well, I was hitting well, I was running. I continued to stay in great shape, so I think that helped me out. But so I decided to join an adult men's league out here in KC, and I just killed it. I played great. I couldn't believe how well I was playing. Granted, the competition isn't stellar, but it's still playing baseball, so it was fun. And I was like, man, maybe I can do something with this. So I contacted Crash Albert, the GM of the U.S. Military All-Star Team. I'll show you some pictures of that here in a sec. And I asked him if I could come out and play. I told him my situation. I played D1 ball. I ran into some injuries. I was a little rusty, but I could play. And he took me on my word and graciously invited me on the roster. And I'm very thankful for that. So I joined them up this summer and played pretty well. I feel like I could have done better, but granted, I had some rust on me. But I know my tools are there, and I know I can play with anyone. And it's really sparked that love for the game in me again. And I would really like to get a chance to play some pro ball. I've been contacting every independent team, Europe team that I can find, trying to get my foot in the door. I'm banging on doors, trying to get someone to give me a chance. But as a player, I'm 6 foot, 190, 195. I'm in great shape. I'm squatting over 500 pounds. I can do 40 pull-ups, 38-inch vertical. Really, speed is my game. I'm a burner. I'm consistently 6'3", 6'4" in the 60-yard dash. I've done it many, many times. I'm 3'8", home to first. I take bases at will. I cover a lot of ground in the outfield. I have a strong arm. I can play right, but I think I profile better in center, but I could also play left as well. I'm just an athlete. I come from an athletic family, and that's what I am. I'm a strong kid. I'm quick twitch. And I have quick hands. I have some power. I'm more of a line drive in the gaps and run guy, but I can pop the ball out for sure. I love being on the field. I play hard, aggressively. I dive. I run into walls. No one's going to play harder than me, and no one's going to love the game more than me. So I really think I had the tools to get into pro ball. I just need a chance. And I know I'm a little bit older than some other people out there, but I really think if someone gave me a chance, I can show you what I can do. And I can do something, and I can do something special, and it's going to mean something. So even if it doesn't work out with you guys, I'm going to get in. I'm going to get that at bat. So thank you for watching me. If it doesn't work out, look for me, because I'm going to get that bat like Moonlight Graham and Field of Dreams.